June 22nd. Get ready for boxing's elite athlete. 3 wins, 1 loss, 2 knockouts. Fights in 2 weight divisions, super bantamweight and featherweight. Stevie Sital. On The People's Show.
Hello, my name is Stevie Sital, and on June 22nd, I will be on the D-Hall on The People's Show. We'll talk about how I've been coming fights as well as my boxing journey. So please bring your questions and comments. It's going to be a great show. It's going to be J. York Production.
J. York Production.
In North Carolina, there's only one podcast. The podcast of the people. We report the news. We report the opinions. We give the people a voice. We give the people the plug. Plug into the People's Show. A J. York production.
Hello to everybody, man. I got a lot of stuff going on. I got all kinds of mess going on here. Good to see y'all. Thank y'all for stopping in today, man. Another Sunday. Combat Sunday. That's what I call it. Wonderful, wonderful, beautiful day, man. It's like 90 degrees. It's hot here in the Carolinas. It's hot, man. It's hot. But anyway, that's the way it goes. I'm going to talk a little bit. But before I begin, though, I got to do my ritual. This is an online program. It's a talk. It's discussion. I'll get my tongue twisted up there. Talk and discussion. This is an online talk show that educate adult audiences. Parental advisory is advised. Some things may not be edited for children. So if you would please, we just want to let y'all know that sometimes we say a few little things out the way, bad words. Yeah, cuss words sometimes, every now and then. But as I said, a lot of things are going on, not only just in sports in general, but all over the world. As you know that, where they sent some missiles over there to Iran, and all that kind of stuff. So all that's going on, which I didn't know nothing about it until actually this morning, because I hadn't really been paying the news a whole lot of mine until now. Glad to have y'all on. Fights was on this weekend. Yeah, a little bit on Top Rank, but I think the big one was Thursday night over in Japan with my man Brian Norman Jr. Man, did y'all see that KO? Shit, man. I mean, he knocked that cat out. But they got him back up, and I think he was okay. But that Brian Norman Jr. was, man, he put it on my man. Went all the way over to Japan. What is it? Over there, Toyota. Well, I can't even forget what the name of the city is. He went to, but anyway, he was in Tokyo. That's where he was at. Tokyo. That's where he was at. WBO world champion, 147-pound division. It went over there and beat that guy. We got man, we got to get ready for the fights coming up this week. It's a lot of fights. Well, I think there's a lot of fights coming up. I know it's Jake Paul and Julio Cesar Chavez and Floyd Schofield versus Tevin Farmer. Those 2 fights interest me. But anyway, we'll talk about that during our conversation with my man. We got all the way in California. We're in California today, man. I know it's beautiful out there, but we're getting ready to get live with my man, young man, pro boxer Stevie Sital. I hope I said that right. Yeah, like, man, you didn't say my name right. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We're glad to have him on the program today. Y'all share the video. That's how it gets out. Right now, we are on Instagram, X, Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. And boxing programs are all abroad. So we are all over. If you can't catch, and for the people that's on Instagram, I want to say hello to you. And thank you for joining in. I can't see your comments, so you can come to Facebook or you can go to YouTube, D Hall People Show. Just type that in there, man, and it'll pop right up. That's all you got to do. Take nothing but a few minutes to do it. Hey, let's get started. We got a long trip to make way out on the West Coast today. And I know y'all ready. We haven't been out there. I think the last time I was out in the West Coast, I was talking with Tony Weeks, I think it was. Well, Las Vegas anyway. But anyway, here we go. Let's get my man in. Let's talk with him. Let's learn who he is. I think his papa said he's going to be the next world champion. Let's go. Let's talk with him.
What's going on?
What's up, my man? Good to see you, man.
Thank you for having me, brother.
joining us today. Yeah, man. You couldn't be no other better place but right here on the People's Show, no doubt, man.
Yes, sir.
Good to see you, man. Thank you for joining us. And I want to say this to Ramon Estrada and to your father, Jerry. I appreciate you guys working with me and working with me and Jay. You guys have been tremendous on your end. And we're going to do the same thing as we talk to you for the next 30 to 40 minutes here on the People Show. But before we get started, man, we want everybody to know, because we on the East Coast here. So we're way over here in North Carolina, close to the water, Atlantic Beach. But we want everybody to know, if you don't mind, tell us who you are and where you from, my man.
Hey, what's up? I'm Stevie Sital. I'm a professional boxer, and I'm out here in California, Bakersfield, California, born and raised out here. So,
yeah, California, man. There's a lot of fights and a lot of stuff goes out there toward the West Coast and Vegas and California. A lot of fights go, wow, man, I tell you, it's beautiful though. I got to back over here, but we're going to talk with you today, and we're going to get into a lot of different things. And first of all, Stevie, I want to talk to you about where you're from, your history, because you're out in Bakersfield, California.
Yeah.
So, and you grew up out there. And tell me, what's it like out in Bakersfield, California, for a young man as yourself?
It's amazing. I love it out here. I got all my friends, my family, a lot of supportive people, a lot of hardworking people out here. So it's really motivating to see everyone uplift each other and continue to push each other closer to their goals. And so this is home, man. I love it. I love being here, and I hope I never have to leave.
Yeah, I know that's right, Mister. Yeah, I'm gonna stay right here in California, but it's sunshine. Ain't no snow and shit.
No snow, yeah.
Ain't no snow, man. Man, we get. You know what? Speaking of snow, we don't get the snow like. My mom lives in Michigan and all that kind of stuff. We don't get that snow, but what we get here is ice storms and that type of stuff, and hurricanes.
Oh, that's bad right there. The hurricanes. No.
Hey, look, you may come back to your address, and there will be no home there.
I'm cool out here with the heat waves, No hurricanes.
I know it.
Nope.
I dig it, man. I dig it. I want to say hello to some people. As I said, hello to your father, Jerry's. Jerry, thank you for stopping in. Pablo, Pablo, people. I can't say that name. Pepe. Corella. He says congratulations to you, Stevie. Pablo. I think that's right. Let me see. Let me put him up on it. You know that man right there. Pepe. I'm saying P. What? Okay.
You said Pablo.
Pablo. Oh, some kind of low. But anyway, he says congratulations to you. Look, you're a boxer, and I know you do other things, but I want to know, what was the age that you started, Stevie? What age did you start there?
So I originally started, I think I was 11, 12 years old was when I first started. But my dad had to put me in it because I used to wrestle. So my dad had put me in it just to get, in better shape and build that toughness.
Yeah.
and then I took a break and I started training again like around 15, 16. And then when COVID happened, from there I've been consistent ever since. So
Yeah, good. Yeah,
So
okay, okay.
when COVID happened, that's when I took over. I started training consistently 3 times a day, every day, and up until
Yeah.
now.
They did, man. You started tearing somebody's ass up. That's COVID.
Hey, yeah, man, COVID, it was, for me, it was, that was right there. It was like a blessing in the
Yeah,
sky. That's when I turned it up.
yeah. So what made you actually get into boxing? Because some kids, not calling you a kid because you're a man, but some of them, man, I don't want to do that. But and they just leave it alone. What made you get into it? Because sometimes boxing is not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's a rough sport. It's a combat sport. But what made you get into that?
So interesting story. It was actually, I was wrestling at the time. I was in high school, and COVID and everything happened, and that's when I started training. I started training myself. Found the gym, started training there, and then I was like, because I couldn't wrestle in school no more because COVID had happened. So I had to find something else to do, something where that would allow me to work and keep training. And so I found boxing, found the boxing gym, started training myself, and then shortly after that gym shut down because of COVID, and so I was just in my backyard training 3 times a day, running 6 to 7 miles every day. Working,
Okay.
working hard.
Wow.
Yeah,
Great.
COVID had
Great.
a lot to do with it.
Yeah, I would say COVID had a lot to do with what you was doing with the boxing and all that, and it just it seemed like it made a way for you to do that,
Yes.
to do the boxing. I want to say hello to my man Tony Burgess out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. Good friend of mine, owns the Burgess Boxing and Fitness over there. What's up, Tony? I see you, my brother. BWTV Boxing World. Stephen Covell over there. What's happening, man? How you doing? He's got a boxing page over there, man, and he's got over 60,000 followers. So he's over in the UK. So there's people looking at you in the UK right now.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, over in the UK. Yeah, big deal. That's a big deal. Did anyone in your family fight at all?
My grandpa, my mom's dad, he boxed a little bit. He was a baseball player and a boxer.
Right. Okay. Baseball player, knocked the ball, home run hitter, and all that shit. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Your day in and your day out, man. You're doing things. What's a typical day? Looks like for you as a professional fighter. What's your typical day?
Oh man, typical day. So like for tomorrow, we'll start off like with the Monday. I get up, I run. I get up like 5, 6 a.m. I'll get up and run, and then I have strength and conditioning from 7:30 to 8:30, and then I'll have boxing training from 11 to 1 p.m. I'll go home, shower, eat, rest, and then I'm back in the gym at 3:30, coaching from 3:30 to 6, and then I spar. I'll start sparring from 6 to 8 p.m. So I'm in the gym all day, busy.
Wow, you're what they call a gym rat, man.
Yeah, I basically live there. Yeah, I'm never home. Always at the gym. Yeah.
Always at the gym. What what do your father think of that? What do you think about you just staying in the gym all the time like that?
He loves it. It's keeping me out of trouble and keeping me focused on my dreams and goals and on my career. So,
there you go. Damn. Yeah. Regina Perkins says that's Tony said no. Tony, let's go back to Tony before we go to the next comment. Tony said that's what I'm talking about. There you go. Also, Regina Perkins. She said, "We are so proud of you, Stevie." She's so proud, boy. She gonna bake you a cake. Woo!
Thank you.
That's it. What would you say? Because a lot of times we hear a lot of different things, Stevie. What would you say is the best advice you got during your pro career? What was the best advice that you ever got that helped you in your pro career?
It was just simple from my coach. You got to work hard. That's it. You got to work hard. You got to live in the gym. You got to work. You got to work hard. You got to hit those long runs. You got to spar sore. You got to train hard when you're cutting weight. You got to work hard no matter what. And that's going to take you to the next level. Yeah.
Yeah. Dig that. Yeah. That was awesome. Yeah, man. I like that. I like that advice because, matter of fact, hey, y'all give him a round of applause for that. Yeah. Matter of fact, you the gym that you go to. I spoke with what's his name, Jason Cahoon, Cartoon, Jason, that owns the gym there. Do you know Jason
Oh yeah, Jason Kuntz.
Kuntz?
I
Yes, I think
believe
that's yeah.
one of
And
my
you, because you,
sponsors. Yes.
yeah. I spoke with him momentarily there, and he was quite proud of you. I think he's the at Fitness and Unplugged there. Yeah, Fitness Unplugged. I think it's the
Yeah,
name of the
Fitness
gym.
Unplugged. Yeah, he's a great friend.
Yeah,
Great friend of mine.
yeah. Did you ever have an amateur career?
Yeah, but it was short. It was a short
Sure.
career.
It was
Yeah,
short.
yeah, I only
It was
had
short.
probably about like 35 fights around there.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it is what it is. Some people be shorter than that. Want to say hello to Michael Hunter. What's happening, Michael? Look, we got to get into the Mexican thing, and I'm talking about the Mexican fighters. Tough, always. There's a
Really
lot of
tough.
great
Yeah.
really, I'm telling gritty guys, down in your face type fighters. I mean, the Mexican fighter. Which one do you like? And what and with the questions that I'm trying to ask, which one do you like is the first question, and number two is, do you don't pattern yourself out? You have your own pattern, but you take something from each one. Just tell me what you
Yeah.
take from the Mexican fighter that you see.
A Mexican fighter that I take a lot from is Canelo. His setups to the
Yeah.
body, his uppercut, and then his left hook to the body. I admire that. His work rate, his body shots, everything, his counters. I watch his videos a lot. I watch him, and I watch a lot of Pitbull Cruz. The pressure they
Okay.
got, the defense,
Yeah.
the hands up,
Yeah.
not getting caught. I like watching them.
Okay. Good. Those two guys there are tremendous punchers. And that's what they speaking of Canelo, we're going to get your opinion on him fighting Bud, but it's going to be shortly here, maybe another 10 or 15 minutes. So keep that in the back of your mind.
Yeah, all right.
We got a question. Hey, look, y'all can call in. Don't be afraid. Shoot, man, y'all can call in and talk to my man. He ain't gonna bite you. Here we go. Michael Hunter says, why do Mexican fighters have so much heart compared to other fighters around the world? Michael Hunter asked that question.
They're just born with it. That's something you can't teach. It's something in our culture, something in our race. We're just born with that. We got a lot of heart. We got a hard work ethic, so really proud of my race, proud of my roots, where I come from. So we got just blessed and born with a good heart and a good work ethic. And
great. Yeah, that's great answer, man. Great answer. I like that. Y'all hear that? Just gritty, just down to, just born with it. Michael Hunter says true. Let me. I got my stuff here. I'm just strolling there. We all got something that drives us, man. We always got something that keeps us going. What's your motivation for being a fighter? What's your motivation?
Motivation for me, seeing how hard my dad works and how hard he tries to accomplish things for me, and that's really my motivation right there.
Okay, great. Your dad is a big supporter. I can tell that, man.
Yeah,
he's a very big supporter.
My biggest fan. So everything I do is always for him.
Yeah. Let me give your dad a round of applause. He's a big supporter, man.
Yeah, he's a great dad, great coach.
Yeah. He was. He just conversated with me like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna help. He just was fluid. I like how he worked with me and everything. Just a fluid guy, man. I appreciate that, Jerry. And Ramon. Got to shout my man out. Is Ramon in the house?
Yes,
where's Ramon? Where is my guy, Ramon? Ramon, man, I appreciate you, man, for hooking me up, linking me up with these great guys, man, father and son. Mexico versus Puerto Rico. Why is that such a big rivalry in your opinion?
To Hispanic fighters, man, it's always going to be big when it comes to that. Hispanics fighting each other, it's always going to be big, always going to be huge. So Mexican versus Puerto Rico, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's always great when the Mexicans and the Puerto Ricans get together, and it's just a tremendous. Always, even with the black race, when we fight the Mexicans, it's
Yeah.
always a good fight, man. It's
Always a good
always
war.
a
Always a
good,
good fight. Yeah.
always, yeah, always. As a matter of fact, let me give the Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, and the blacks and the whites, all of y'all, applause, brother, because y'all gets down like that. I'm telling you,
Dig it down.
gets down,
Facts.
brother, and I love it. But shit, you would never kept my ass in no damn ring though. It got, you know what I'm saying? I'm just talking junk today, but I got my man up here, Stevie Sital of Bakersfield, California. Man, this is good, man. I like this, man. Let me see. I think we got a question here. Michael Hunter says, I love Julio Cesar Chavez. That man has so much love. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, he does. He does. How much? And you just tell me, how much has boxing really impact your life outside of the ring? What has it done for you outside of the ring?
It changed the way I look at life, because so grateful, especially, when I'm cutting weight. That's one of the main things. Like I never used to look at food like, oh, like I love it, I love this and that, until I started cutting weight for fights, like, started making the 15, 20-pound cuts. And it's like, oh man, like I'm gonna drink this water, I'm gonna finish this bowl of cereal, like you're really grateful for those little things. So I feel like that's one thing I'm grateful for. And it teaches me, humbleness, the work ethic, the drive, the grit, so boxing has really impacted my life.
Yeah, I know it has. Yeah, tremendously. I know it has. Definitely keeps you in shape and keeps your mind mentally. Matter of fact, Stevie, we have challenges. Everybody in this world, no matter what race you're in. But what are some of your challenges? You being just in general speaking, every day for you? Is there any challenges for you every day being a person?
Is it like challenging in the boxing?
In boxing, period. Yeah, anything.
Yeah, boxing is really challenging. It's gonna test you. It's gonna see how bad you want it. That's why there's a lot of people that fold. Because they can't take it. They can't sacrifice. You got to sacrifice funerals, friendships, relationships. You got to sacrifice it all, man. And it's hard, and that's why we're different. Boxers, just any combat athlete in general, we're different. We got to sacrifice so much. We got to miss out on, Christmases, Thanksgivings, anniversaries. We got to sacrifice a lot. And that's the biggest challenge is how much are you willing to give up for this career?
Yeah. It sounds like, it sounds like in a way, and I'm going to say this, it sounds like something similar to the military. With the military, you don't come home. You're out there all the time. And it sounds very, very similar to that. We got a question from David Reed. No, wait a minute. That's Michael right there. Here we go. Let's go with David Reed. He says, Stevie, do you like to get hit? And does it hurt sometimes?
So I don't think anyone likes getting hit, and I don't really like getting hit. But sometimes, like Tank said it before. He explained it. Sometimes I got to get hit. Like I want to get hit because I want to feel. I want to see what you got. So sometimes I like getting hit. I like getting touched up because I want to see what you bring. I want to see what I can handle. Yeah. And then
that makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, because a lot of you hear the commentators. I hear them all the time say, he took everything he got. He gave him everything he had there, right there. He took that punch. So that makes sense. Yeah, that's a great question though. I like the question that he'd answer. Let's give him a round of applause on the question. We got another question for you, Stevie. Here we go. And this is from Michael Hunter. He says, has you ever sparred with any Mexican fighters?
I actually spar a lot of Mexican fighters out here in California. It's like home of the Mexicans out here. But one of the big names I sparred, I sparred Vinaldo Lopez. I was helping him get ready for when he was defending his title against one of the Japanese fighters. So I was in that camp with him, helping him get ready.
Okay, great, great. Did you learn? I'm gonna question. I'm gonna ask you. Did you learn anything in that sparring section?
Yeah, I learned it was before I turned pro too. When I was helping him get ready, I learned that the pro style was so much different because a lot of guys start from the body. They go to the body, and being in that ring
Yeah,
with him, I'm a body puncher too. So we're tagging each other to the body, and he was teaching me some things after. So he was a
great,
humble guy,
good.
awesome guy.
Yeah, great, great. Um, I know you. You. I think you're. Let me make sure I got this right. You're 3-1 with 2 knockouts. Is that right?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. I just want everybody to know that. And you in the what are you, featherweight? Is that 100? Are you featherweight? In between bantamweight,
I
featherweight?
fight between 122 to 126.
Yeah,
So I
that's the
believe
way it said.
super bantamweight and featherweight.
Super bantamweight. Yeah, super bantamweight.
Yeah,
In
super
case
bantamweight
y'all
and
want
featherweight.
to know, yeah, yeah. I just want the people to know where you was, what bracket that you're fighting under, what weight class, excuse me, that you're fighting around about. And you're fighting in if you're fighting in a good speed. Them guys there, and that the lower division is fast, very
Fast, yes,
fast.
fast,
Very
quick.
fast, very fast, very fast. Especially when you start getting up under that featherweight and going on down, and those Japanese guys, oh,
Yeah.
them some fighting jokers, man. I say,
Yeah, they
they
got like the
really are.
whole lower division on lock.
You're right. You're exactly right. They got that whole bottom down there. It's just Japanese guys.
Yeah.
And it's just they just taking over down at the bottom. NUA and all those guys down there. When are you fighting again? You're fighting anytime soon?
Hopefully either July or August, but we're trying to line something up for August. That's what we're trying to get out here
August.
in August. So, yeah,
Okay. Okay.
that's the day we're
Would
shooting
you
for.
would you travel over here to the East Coast to fight someone if the money's right?
To the East Coast, yes. Yeah, I
Yeah.
would I would love to travel over there to the East Coast.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Tony, are you still here? Tony Burgess, he's got a fighter out there in California. I forgot what Angel Munez. He's fought on Top Rank, and that's his name, Angel Munez. He's fights, but he's started here in North Carolina in Fayetteville, Spring Lake, North Carolina, but he is residing right now out in California. He was just on Top Rank a fight. I think it's a couple of months ago. Yeah, Angel Munez. That's Tony. Tony, that's Tony's fighter. This guy, he's good. He's really damn good. What's up? Let me see. Got some people coming in. I want to shout out. It says David Reeves got another question. Let's get the question. Y'all, I like this. Y'all can call in too now. Don't be afraid. How does it feel to knock someone out and the fight is over? He said, and then he got a part 2 to that. Do you start looking forward to looking forward toward your next fight, or do you take some time off? How does the fight? How does it feel to knock somebody out? Let's take that question first.
So it always feels good, to knock someone out. It's a great feeling, all that hard work you put in just for you to make it look easy. It feels good, but it also can sting a little bit because it's like, I put all this work, all this hours, and I got this guy out quick. So it's kind of 50-50, yeah, because yeah. And then
I got
usually if it's like a quick knockout, I'll probably take like a day or two off from the gym that week and then right back to it, start looking and see what's next.
Yeah. Great. And the part 2 to that question, and then I'm gonna say something after this. The part 2 of that question is: do you start looking forward to your next fight, or do you take some time off?
Nah, I never hardly take any time off. It's like we'll
Wow.
probably take like the Monday and Tuesday off, get some rest, and then that's it. Back to work.
Yeah, dig it. My man D'Angelo Evans, another professional boxer over here in the Carolinas. He said, "Come on over here and get some work." D'Angelo, Mr. Muscle, they call him. That's my guy right there, man. Tough cat, man.
Nice.
D'Angelo, I think he was out there in California. He was just out there in California. I think I had a fight or something. Is that right, D'Angelo? Let me know if I'm right. Yeah. Angel Munez, I just talked about. Tony said that he was on the undercard of Tank, where him and Roach fought. Yeah, he was on the undercard.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
he was on the undercard. Yeah, he was on the undercard. He sure was. That's right. Tony brought that to my attention. Appreciate that, Tony, for you bringing it to my attention. I forgot that he was on that undercard, and he did a great job. He lost, but he did a great job either way. He's got a fight coming up. I do believe. Wow. Let's jump back to this. I told you we was going to talk about it. Bud Crawford and Canelo. Give me your thoughts on that fight, because that is a great fight. What's your thoughts on that?
That is a great fight, and that's like a 50-50 fight, you know, because last time I bet on Bud, I lost all my money, you know. So it's like that's not the guy. I had him. I was so hyped on Spence, you know, that was my favorite fighter, and then he goes and Bud makes it look easy. So I wouldn't count out. I would not count out Bud. I would not count out Bud. You know, Canelo's the bigger guy, and Bud's moving up on weight, but Bud is just naturally a dog. You know, he's naturally strong. He got that power, that speed. He can switch stances, you know. So I don't know. That's a 50-50 fight. One thing I'm gonna tell you guys: don't sleep on Bud. Do not sleep on Bud. That's like
I agree with that. Great answer on that, man. Great answer. I like that. Because we, you know, actually, I thought Spence, and I'll agree with you. I wasn't going for Spence, but I thought it was going to be a better outcome than what it was. And I mean, he went and just dismantled him, and moved on, and took on his next fight, which was Majarov. And that was a battle of the minds right there in that fight. Majarov when he fought Majarov. Want to say, let me see who we got here. Paul Capute. What's up, my man? Paul is in the house. Good to see you, Paul. He's out of what is it? The Philadelphia. Celebrate my man, Rugged Promotion. Yeah, Philly in the house. You know, it's some Philly fighters, man. Oh, what is some Philly fighters? A lot of Philly fighters. Thank you for coming in, Paul. Rugged Promotions. Paul says, I got Bud. You want money on that?
I just said that you can't bet on Bud.
Can't bet on Bud.
Can't bet against him. No, you can't bet against him. Bud is something different, man.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Want to say hello to Tyreek Whitfield. What's happening, man? Thank you for joining the show today. Matter of fact, anybody watching on Instagram, I just want to say hello to you. And matter of fact, let me just reach right over here and give everybody a round of applause. As I said, you know, there's great fighters. You got a lot of fighters. Who is your? Well, you said Canelo was right. Canelo and who was that?
Favorite Mexican fighter. Like I watch him.
Okay. You watch it. Yeah. Good. Yeah, that's what it was. Got a fight coming up, and I want you to tell me. I want you to be honest about this, because this is a fight that he might pull this off and beat this guy. Jake Paul versus Julio Chavez Jr. What did you think about that?
That's kind of like, I don't know. I'm not a fan of that fight, because like, I don't know. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. He's just way like past his prime, way out of it. You know, he might be going through some stuff. You know, and Jake Paul, he's taking it serious. You know, he's starting to train hard. He's taking it serious, and you know, like, I don't know, man. I don't think that's a good fight. That's garbage. I'm just watching. Yeah, I'm just gonna watch my teammate fight on the
okay.
I'm not even gonna, yeah.
Okay, we got some questions for you, man. I had to throw that out there. So you see, that's funny. I had to throw that out there to you. Got a question from Michael Hunter. He says, when do a prospect turn into a contender in boxing?
That's a good question. I'd say once they start dominating they start moving up in ranks, and they start you don't even have to knock all the guys out. If you just start, you know, embarrassing them, outboxing them, outshining them, and you know, your work's going to show, and slowly, little by little, you'll turn into a contender. Okay. Yeah. Good answer. Good question. I need to get people stars for these good questions they asked. Great question, man. Really good question there, Michael Hunter. Great question, man. I tell you that, brother. Keep the horn on him for that one. Matter of fact, I'm gonna ring the damn bell if I can find it. There we go.
All right, here we go. T-Bone, what's happening, my man? T-Bone out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. Carolina's rocking today, man. He says
They bring it
hello
up.
to everybody.
Amen.
Yeah, amen. Yeah,
Amen.
yeah, amen. Yeah, there you go, T-Bone, my guy over there in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Jay York is in the house. Yeah, y'all stand up. Let's give my man Jay York a round of applause. Yeah. Yeah, Jay York, man. That's Jay York Productions, man. What's happening, y'all? Y'all got to tighten up. That's the guy that does it all, make you look good and stuff, promos and shit. You know what I'm saying? For real. All right, Michael, here we go. Michael says, thanks, Donnie. Yeah, thank you, Michael. Great questions. Great question. He had a great question a while ago. We're winding it down. I know you're a busy guy. Let me get your thoughts on the women fighters, as Jake is just doing it up. He's bringing all these women fighters in, and they're making all this money. What's your thoughts on that? The women fighters.
I like that. I like what he's doing for those lady boxers. You know, they work hard too. They sacrifice a lot, train hard. So what he's doing for them, you know, it's awesome. And promoting for them, that's good what he's doing. He's bringing boxing back to life in a way for the women.
It just hit my mind. Let me ask you this, because I don't think I asked this question to anybody that I can remember. Turkey Al-Sheikh spent a lot of money. Do you think these fighters are getting overpaid for what they're doing? Do you think they're getting overpaid? Because he's paying a lot of money now to have these fights, to make these big fights for the people. Do you think they're getting overpaid?
I want to say yes, but I mean, shit. If he was paying me, I'm not getting overpaid. I'll tell you that. He's paying
so
me
you
just
take,
right. I would say that.
Hey, look, you take them pesos and run.
In fact, so I think he's paying them just right. We sacrifice a lot, so that money, you know, we sacrifice a lot. Like I said, miss out on funerals, friendships, relationships. So, you know, Turkey, he's paying them just right.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let's see here. Let me see. Your father says, tell him about your teammate Joel Arit. I think that's his name. Fighting on the
Joy
Paul
Iterate.
undercard. Iterate. Yeah, I can't talk shit. Go ahead. Okay. You got a friend that's fighting on the undercard of Jake. Oh, your teammate. Wow.
Yeah, he's my teammate. Yeah, my teammate.
Yeah, okay.
He's my
cool,
teammate,
man.
and he's the owner. He's the owner of the gym that I train at and work at, Warm Up Athletics. So
yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah, I believe he's 7-0, 7 knockouts, and he's fighting on the undercard. He's going to be opening up the main card, I believe, on the zone for the Jake Paul and Chavez.
Wow.
Yeah,
well, congratulations. That's awesome,
7-0, 7 knockouts, going for the 8th one. Yeah.
Yeah. Dig it, man. That's all right. Yeah, man. I want to check that fight out. I want to see that. I know it's going to be, well, I ain't going to say it's going to be garbage. I'm going to check it out anyway, though. I'm going to check out all those fights over there if I can. Jay York says,
make sure to watch the fight.
Man, you did. You had some fantastic numbers on your productions. I want everybody to know you right now, and I can prove it. And I'm glad Jay brought that up. You had on YouTube over 5,000 views on YouTube. Big production over there, promotion, and you did and you had, I think, like 2,000 on Instagram, and that was awesome. I mean, you did a fantastic job over there, man. And I want to say I appreciate you coming on the People Show. And yeah, you know, you did great. You did wonderful.
And man, thank you for having me. You know.
Yeah, you did wonderful. We appreciate you, man. I appreciate your father, as I said, and Ramon. I don't know where Ramon is. He must be eating or something. Yeah, I appreciate Ramon. He got in contact with me. And asked and told me about you. You got any questions for me?
I just want to say thank you. You know, thank you for allowing me to share my journey, my career, and for having me on this, on this podcast, man. It's really awesome and it means a lot to me.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you having you, man. Me and Jay, we like to bring the people on, such as yourself, a young man trying to be a world. Well, you will be a world champion in the next whatever God see fit. I'm gonna put it like that. Whenever God see fits, then it's gonna be your time to be that world champion. And look, I'm gonna if whatever I got to do. Don't you forget us. Don't you forget us. You know,
Nah,
you
man,
and your
never.
father. I know your dad ain't. I'm gonna be calling, man. What you doing over there, man? Y'all world champions now. You jacking me around. I'll come out to California. Michael Hunter says, "Thank you for the cordial boxing answers, Johnny and Steve." Yeah, you got a great. He asked some great questions. Michael Hunter did.
Yeah, he did.
Really,
He did.
he really did, man.
Yes, he did.
Any last words for the people that for your? Well, I ain't gonna say fans, for your family, because it's a boxing thing now, so it's a family. Anything you want to say?
Thank you guys for watching and showing up and showing your love and support. It means more than you know it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. Look, man, it's been great. It's been wonderful. We learned a lot about you, Stevie, here in the last 40 minutes, and it's just been wonderful to have you on the program today. Me and Jay York Productions, we appreciate you coming on. Hopefully, we can get you back on again, and you've been one to. Well, you know what? Before you win it, before you get the chance to get that belt, you got to come on the show and talk about it.
Yes, sir. I'm looking forward to that.
You know, I'm talking it, as they say, into existence, man. And then y'all just send us a couple tickets. And just send us a couple tickets, man. Don't be shy and shit, man.
I got you.
All right, man. Thank you so much for coming on the show, man. We'll catch you next time. Thank you, Stevie.
Thank you for having me. I'll see you.
All right. Yeah, appreciate it there, man. Great show today, Pepe. We appreciate you, man. Thank you for supporting him. Everybody hey, what's up? Hold up. I gotta holler at my man. Wait a minute. DMC Can. What's up, brother? What's up, man? You know I can't forget my man right there. I you know what I'm saying? I got to holler at my man. Hey, DMC Can, thank you, man, for stopping in. I know you got in a little late. We had a fantastic show today with Stevie Sital of California, pro boxer out there on that West Coast. He said he want to get some work. He said he'll come over here and get this work over here. Yeah, he come out here and bring that Cali work down over here to the East Coast and get that work, man. Good to see y'all. Thank y'all, everybody on Instagram. Appreciate y'all watching, man. X, Facebook, YouTube, man, and the boxing groups, man. We appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for being a part of what we're doing today. Share the video. I hope y'all shared the video one time, at least one time. Look, it is what it is. We coming back. We be back Thursday night. I got Anthony Goins, Southern Soul artist, and then next Sunday. Wow. I think Tony Burgess know who this guy is. Cam, call him King Cam Walker. Oh man, signed with BLK Prime. Yeah, we're gonna have him on, man. This guy here. Wow, awesome. Signed a big deal over there. We're gonna have it right here on the People Show. Y'all get ready, man. We're definitely gonna see you next Sunday. I gotta get out of here, man. I gotta go eat. See you later, man. Y'all take care.
That's our time on The People Show. Join us next time with our new exciting guest. To be a guest on The People Show, email dmost42@gmail.com. The People Show is a Jay York production. Thanks for your comments, call-ins, and questions.